All hands. This is the Hunter Vanguard. We have a high-value prisoner on board and a house salvation catch inbound. Prepare for boarding defense. We don't want to fight your rescue team, Aramis. Call them off.
I'm not the one in need of a rescue. Once he finds you. It's too late.
Father, I bring a gift. A power to make all Elixni our children. Reborn through extinction. Reason has scored. Vicaro, Kern of Hell.
We've lost steering. We're going down.
I am assuming control of this vessel due to a comprehensive failure of arc conduit systems and my extensive experience with crash landings. Please brace for turbulence as we slam directly into...
Even after the Traveler fled our sky, and our world was swept away in horror. After our great houses fell to betrayal and futile war, some Elixni held hope for unity and a future for our people. I do not know how much time remains to me, but if none challenge Fikrul, that dream is lost. Fikrul will condemn Elixni to decay and ruin. We will be a dead people, rolled over by the dead. My life is for my daughter and my house. Let them see that I still believe the old stories. Old stories tell that when Reese was threatened by dangers no weapon could defeat, the Kells would call upon a Slayer Baron. One possessed of forgotten knowledge, capable of impossible feats. One who can stand against an unrelenting foe. Does that not describe you well, my friend? So much of our history is tale and myth, but the scribe Varix remembers much. But what he cannot recall, Ido will help you uncover. I name you my Slayer Baron, and I beg of you, defend our house, defend our people. Deliver them from this second whirlwind. And when the time comes, deliver them from my curse. Father, we ever serve and await return.
I'm here. I'm back.
Look, I inspire, I avenge for you. Now we rule together. I as Kell, you King Aldrin.
Let them go.
Father.
This isn't... You don't have to do any of this. Please.
This is our purpose. Your teachings. To break their servitors, their lies, their trust in light.
I'm the one who lied to you. This is just pointless slaughter, please. You can just stop. You can be more than this. I'll help you.
You are not him. You are a dead thing, like the others. You wear his face. You steal his voice. Forget his purpose.
It wasn't a purpose. It was delusion.
Give him back.
Don't!
Hear me, Father. I will rip this impostor from your bones.
Damn it!
I greet you, Guardian. Revenant catches are seen ferrying prisoners to abandoned quadrants of the reef. I fear Fikrul's rot has infected the prison of elders. You would do well to hear Varix in this matter. He is not embraced with 4 arms, but his knowledge of the prison is unmatched. Work with him to infiltrate it. Once you are inside, rip the scorn apart until the air is rich with suffering. And when I've returned, I will burn the prison down myself. The captives. You are their only hope.
Obviously my father misspoke, Guardian. It frustrates him that he cannot follow you into the field. Queen Mara would prefer that we keep any awoken structures intact, and my father respects that. He's dealing with a lot right now, and I know he relies on your better judgment. I'm sure the Queen will understand if we pick up a few items while we're inside, though. My father's condition is deteriorating. He's not himself. His mind veers constantly toward vengeance. He questions those most loyal to him, and I have nothing. No answers, no cure. Only jars full of powders and a few hundred ancient texts I can't make sense of. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. You have enough to worry about. Barracks has some troubling reports from the old prison. Apparently there have been intruders. Someone else with an interest in Fikrul's new abilities. He needs you over there right away. I don't know how much longer my father has. And if a Kell of Kells isn't there to challenge Fikrul, we have to end this soon.
It pleases me to see you embrace the title of Slayer Baron. The dark ether of many scorns stain your honor. But against the dead, killing is not enough. It is clear that Fikrul seeks something within the prison of elders. What it is, we do not know. But I have a song in my blood. An intuition, which gives me fear. That it is a dangerous weapon from our past. A memory from a long-dead house, revived in darkness. Return to the prison, and stop the scorn from reviving that which should remain buried.
The dread have come in great numbers.
Carrion feeders, hungry for Fikrul's power. Do not let them stop you. The Warden part of the administrative systems. I cannot assist from here.
The local controls are old, prone to errors. There may yet be a way forward.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Yes. Very strange. Varix is unsure of the source.
Follow it, Guardian. Vikrul is waiting for us.
We have found him, Mizraxkel.
More shields. You cannot escape us, Vikrul. You have him cornered, Guardian. Break him.
Caution, Guardian. Varix does not like this. Skolas. He lives. Do you see it, Guardian? Memory of Reef Wars long ago. Years of hubris and bloodshed. The fallen house of wolves, led by Skolas the Rabid. The song. A whirlwind dirge. A seeking song for the lost. But, Varix does not recognize the singer. The echo. It is the echo that sings to us, Guardian. Sings of Reese through our memories. It seeks an old strength. Strength to guide the scattered through a time of doubt and wrath. But it sees now how Vikrul wields its power. False life for an army of the slain, with those like Skolas for his pawns. The Echo seeks another wielder. It demands one who is worthy.
Did you miss?
We cannot win this battle, Guardian.
Vikrul escapes, with Skolas at his side. You will answer for this failure.
Not failure, Mizraxkel. We have learned much of the Echo. Vikrul's power rests uneasily in his grasp. There is hope here, Guardian. Let us report to Ido. We must consider our next steps carefully.
Guess Ido talked you into it, huh?
I have seen more competent escape attempts from hatchlings.
It's not the Guardian's fault. I figured Ido wasn't going to let this go.
And now, back to my cell? Or have I spent your patience at last?
I'll make you a deal. You don't do anything stupid, and in exchange, I won't tell the rest of the Vanguard that their Golden Guardian set you loose. And we all agree to pretend Ikora doesn't already know.
You are not serious.
Ido thinks you're still capable of doing the right thing.
She is naive.
I'd say hopeful. Maybe. Ido's convinced you can help us figure out how to stop Fikrul. Fact is, we could use some help. So, I'm choosing to put a little faith in you at the moment. As far as the city's concerned, Aramis is missing. I'll handle it. Just don't let me regret it. I'm counting on you here, Guardian. Aramis.
Insufferable fool. And now, I am at your mercy. For the sake of discretion, let us part ways here. I will contact you once I reach Ido's coordinates. Ah, the Vanguard's handler. I won't embarrass us with empty declarations of gratitude. But I will admit that, for now, we have a common goal. Let that be enough. Ido briefed me on Maya Sundaresh's echo and its ability to manipulate radiolaria. I believe Fikrul's echo does something similar to ether. Elixni fables tell of alchemy that change the polarity of ether between light and dark. When the ether inside of living Elixni is affected, it turns them into scorn. The reverse may be possible, but we won't know for certain until we claim the echo for ourselves. I am not eager to unravel another paracausal riddle, but I have looked into my people's eyes as their ether was defiled, watched their minds unravel as they rotted from within. This has never been about politics or power for Fikrul. He must be stopped.
Welcome to my most lucrative customer. I hear your scorn hunt hit a dead end, so to speak. That might be a problem I can solve. My web vibrates with tales of something festering in the reef. Not a revival like the Tomb of Elders. Something fresh. Sounds like Fikrul's building a fiefdom on my old turf. He was always high-minded. As an Archon, he was forever bloviating on mystical matters. Calyx this, and the great machine that. Look where all his enlightenment got him in the end. Preaching to a choir of rotting corpses. But that's the way of fanatics. Trying to remake the world at everyone else's expense. Can't imagine anything worse for business. I prefer my customers alive. I suggest you pay this new Scorn encampment a visit. It might be the source of all our problems and their solutions.
I really can't thank you enough for your help with Aramis. We're on the same side of this fight. So long as her people are safe, it's in her best interest to help us. Just in time, too. Scouts from the House of Light found something in the reef. A formation of asteroids lashed together. Between the reckless approach to construction and their taste in architecture, it's safe to say the Scorn are involved. We're closing in on Fikrul's base of operations, and everyone's pitching in on a plan. But before you go, I have something for you. I've spent countless hours studying Nezarek's curse. I've come to believe it shares a few elements with Dark Ether. I haven't yet found a safe treatment, but I did think of a way to weaponize my experiments against the Scorn. It's just a framework for now. Collect some practical data from the field, and maybe you can make something of it.
This must be the place. Looks like Spider's intel was solid.
So many Scorn. Why aren't they attacking?
Fikrul alone would be Kell of Kells. It is not enough to destroy my Baron. He must be seen doing it.
He's playing to the crowd. I don't like where this is headed.
Araski's the trickster. One of few to best Spider in a test of wits.
Just like you, Guardian. Flint and I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Be vigilant, Slayer Baron. Araskis will return.
At the worst possible time, no doubt. It's the Mad Bomber, another of Fikrul's barons.
Mechanics always targeted civilians. Even as an elixir. I am not surprised he revels in these atrocities.
I'm not so sure. This whole thing feels like a spectacle for Fikrul's followers. And he's not ready for the show to end yet.
Araskis returns. Do not let her slip away this time.
Like Ido's frame really came alive during that mission.
Yes, the energies of the Revenant plane were just the component it needed. Unfortunately, we're no closer to ending Fikrul. Or curing my father's curse.
Have patience, daughter. We must know our enemy before we defeat them. And the Guardian has discovered much of value this day.
Now we just need to locate the lost apothecary, and we'll have all the tools to finish the job. I just read Ido's report on Fikrul's fortress. Good work, Guardian.
Is that your measure of success? A report? Any Kell worth their ether would see you docked.
Yeah. Guardian, I invited Aramis to weigh in here. Ida was right. We need her intel.
Luckily, Ido's research continues, despite your incompetence. She's close to recreating a tonic that can alter the polarity of ether.
could be key in breaking through to Fikrul.
Records from Old Reese name the plants required. Organisms genetically cultivated over centuries by eco-splicers. With fragrances and colors that have yet to exist on your drab little planet. All now extinct, withered and polluted by the whirlwind. The active ingredients might still be harvested from Earth's primitive flora. But only one still living knows what they are.
Our lost apothecary. We've got to find her.
Re-enter Fikrul's lair and fetch her at once. Fail again, and I shall be forced to take more drastic measures. I knew this was a trick. Your vanguard sent an agent down to manipulate and interrogate me. She asked me of my childhood, my parents, my hatchlings. She wanted me to talk about my pain. This psychological warfare will not work on me, Guardian. Tell your therapist that I see through her disguise. Her questions opened up too many old wounds to not be an attack.
Guardian, we're getting ready for another attack on Fikrul's fortress. I've been doing my best to follow the apothecary's notes. It was hard to find some of the components, but I think I'm on the right track. I'm calling this the tonic of ether clarification. A way to extract the darkness from ether and suffuse it with light. If it works at all. I haven't been able to test it, and I can't be sure anything will affect Fikrul while he holds the echo. Guardian, if you can fight your way into Fikrul's base and find the apothecary, first-hand knowledge will go a long way. Fikrul thinks he's beaten us, that you're in a stalemate, and he can toy with you. I know it's difficult, but for now, let him believe that. Take the chance to learn everything you can. We'll prove ourselves in the end.
Castroid has to go through us.
It's the apothecary. You've done it, machine spawn.
Her name is Ixis. She is of Old Reese. Perhaps older than Barracks, even.
She's grateful for your help, but does not count any human as an ally. She understands all you say, but refuses to speak in your tongue. We are kindred spirits. Do not fear. Ido and I will win her to our cause. Araski's returns. She exhibits more courage now than she ever did as an Elixni.
Her faith in Fikrul makes her bold.
This is a big deal, Guardian. The apothecary was our last missing piece. Hopefully she'll put Ido's tonic over the top. Next time we come back here, it'll be to finish the job.
I'm glad you called, Guardian. I've been speaking with the apothecary. She's quite a character. She says you're a light-eating demon who stole the great machine. And also, thank you. She's been a great help.
Lightbearer, I feel your power. A familiar tingle in this splicer gauntlet.
Father? What are you doing on this channel?
I hear screams wrenched from the throats of the Scorn. Oh, I smell their sweet rot.
Mizraxkel! Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Take me with you, emissary of pain. I will rip the echo from the Scorned Archon myself. We will devour their fear. Free me.
Guardian? Are you still there? I'm sorry. Mizraxkel is rarely himself anymore. I've sedated him for his own sake. We're almost finished with the tonic. Whether it will cure him or not is unknown. I'd best get back to work. Guardian, this will be the best and final test of what we have learned together. This tonic will alter the ether that flows through Fikrul's body, filling him with light. While the potion runs its course, he will be Elixni, not Scorn. My hope is that Fikrul will be cut off from his dark ether just long enough for you to put an end to him. To bring him a final death, as the ghosts say. I've had an injector prepared and delivered to you. I wish we could have tested it first. But we have to take advantage of Fikrul's arrogance while we can. I know you can do this, Slayer Baron. Our house trusts in you.
All is prepared for a final battle, Slayer Baron. Soon the Kell of Kells will be decided, yes. Since the House of Rain prophecy, many fought to unite Elixni. Varix was one of them. Much ether was spent over empty hopes, creating enemies, building nothing. When Mizraxkel made peace, House Salvation saw cowardice. We were haunted by memories of old Reese, prosperity, songs, kin, all vanished. We thought, with power, we will reclaim our home. But the more power we grasped, the further we drifted, until we became the whirlwind we fled. Now, there are only two. All other Kells fallen. All other houses ruined. Finally, Varix understands. What is lost, yes. We cannot reclaim, cannot go back. Varix's time is gone. He can preserve our history, but is not our future. That belongs to Mizraxkel, Ido, and the House of Light.
All right, Guardian. This is our last best chance to shut down Fikrul.
The concoction you carry will alter his ether, making him vulnerable for a short time.
Tear him open. Decorate his throne with blood. Then I alone will reign.
Father, you shouldn't be here. You're not yourself.
He will stay. If we succeed, he will be Kell of Kells. He should witness this. Curse be damned.
Where are we? Have we found Fikrul?
Welcome back, Mizraxkel. Try to stay with us. The Guardian is closing in. The instrument. It's been fully repaired.
There must be one nearby who tends to it.
We should find them. I would be most curious to meet a Scorn musician.
Listen, my friends. I must speak quickly. I struggle to keep the curse at bay. Once Fikrul's reign is over, if my curse cannot be abated, my leadership must pass to another. I will not dethrone Fikrul, only to become him.
Have faith, Father. Everyone here has worked tirelessly to prepare this assault. It will not fail.
I speak not from lack of faith, but an abundance of love for you and my house.
I understand, Mizraxkel. If the worst should happen, the Vanguard will protect your people. Even from you, if necessary.
With the Mindbender's knowledge of hive magic, they'll soon master the Revenant plane. We must end this profane union now.
The apothecary is free to go. Why is she still here?
She does not think Fikrul will turn her into a Revenant. Her knowledge of ether is too valuable. Besides, she has no desire to live with humans. Instead, she will study the Revenants and report findings to Ido.
That's insane. Imagine staying with the Scorn willingly.
She says you overestimate the appeal of your city. And suggests you dock yourself in a most exotic fashion.
Save my children.
Old Reese. The Reese of my youth. Do you hear that, Guardian? The echo speaks to us. It is a memory of old Reese. Of a moment before the whirlwind. During an age of heroes. The echo wants to return home. To make Reese all of this whole again. And it wants me as its new bearer. I accept. But I have conditions.
She cannot be trusted with power. She knows only war. After all I've done for our people, the Echo belongs to me. I alone can kill Kells. First and last, there are no others. I can feel it. The light flowing through me once more. You have my gratitude. Aramiscal. I greet you in the light once again, Guardian. You have prevented another whirlwind, and brought honor to the title of Slayer Baron. I am now Kell of Kells, but I do not embrace it with 4 arms. Though I feel the light flow through me once more, I fear the God of Pain will always be with me, a lingering note of discord in my blood. I thought to make Aramis or Varric's Kell of Kells, but they refused. Aramis offered me the Echo, but I could not accept. It has chosen her. Ido would keep the Echo in Soul to clarify the ether of the Scorn, but it is too great a threat. We cannot risk another mass corruption. Instead, Aramis will take the Echo far from this system. Perhaps she can finally create a new Elixni homeworld, as she always dreamed. Besides, House Light has all it needs here. Kin, allies, and the great machine above.
I'm the scribe of our house. Even so, I don't know if I can find the right words to thank you for everything you've done. My father's soul is intact. The houses of light and salvation are safe. And you made all of this possible. I really should thank you formally as a Slayer Baron of our house. But I hope you know that I consider you a true friend. I don't know if we can call Aramiscal a friend, but I owe her much. She could have taken the Echo and abandoned us, but she chose to help. Do you think our talks over the last few weeks got through to her? I'd like to think so. You gave her the chance to put some good in the world. Thank you for placing your faith in both of us, Guardian. The truth is, none of us can say what the future will bring. Maybe Varrix really will rebuild the House of Judgment. Maybe we'll divide into many houses once again. Maybe the Elixni will drift away from Sol and find new worlds. For now, my people have a new Kell to unite them. To lead them along a path very different from the one that the Kells of old envisioned for us. Whatever comes, you'll always have a place in that future, Guardian. And a place in the House of Light.
Machine Spawn, this is Aramis of No House, Echo Bearer, and Voice of Reese. I reach you from the outer edges of Sol, where I am departing this war-torn slum forever. That I leave my people under your blithe tyranny shall be another of my unavoidable regrets. The Echo believes I am still worthy, but I am not so certain. I've been drifting for so long now. I barely remember who I was in this place. The Kell I am now has scars, faults, debts to repay. I've made so many compromises. Can I truly say I am of old Reese? Ida would have me stay, of course, using my new power to reclaim Scorn from the darkness. But the Echo calls me home. Its song resonates through every drop of my being. It sounds like gusts of ether flowing through canyons, boiling as clouds and condensing as dew, nourishing a paradise safe from humanity and the great machine. My kin will once again be weavers and dancers, instead of the scrabbling insects you made us. Soon enough, the machine spawn will be no more than a legend to frighten hatchlings. I shall build a new life with my family, and think of you no more.
So, you restored order to the reef, eh? Good thing, too. My scavenger crews were on the verge of mutiny. I'll admit, you deserve a measure of credit. Not actual credit, of course, and certainly not for me. The real distinction belongs to Ido and Aramis. Apparently, the ship stealer is embracing her name again, prepping a salvation catch for an interstellar haul. It's ironic. After all her flailing, Aramis finally created a new era for the Elixir. We're junking off for good. Safe drift, I say. Huh? Now, the Kell of Cattles shall dispute it, and business can resume. Of course, there'll be upstarts and rabble-rousers. Plenty of Elixir still hate the Vanguard. But you'll put them back in line, eh? After all, the light provides. Oh, it's good to be back on top.
Guardian, I wanted to drop a quick thank you. I've learned a lot from my first assignment as Hunter Vanguard, and I couldn't have done it without you. Looking back, I might have been a little uptight about the rules. I didn't want to take too many risks on my first time out. Being Hunter Vanguard is a risky business. No way around it. I'm sure Cade would agree. And our riskiest move of all, setting Aramis free, ended up being our saving grace. The Echo chose her to cure Mizrax Kell and rebuild Old Reese. Her devotion to her people outweighed her hatred of humanity after all. And now that Mizrax is Kell of Kells, she can leave in good conscience, knowing that the Elixir of Soul are in good hands. Of course, that still leaves the city leaders. They're pretty upset that Aramis is in the wind. But they'll forget about her soon enough. Not me, though. I'll remember her as an unrelenting headache who helped put Uldren's most desperate mistake to rest and changed the course of Elixir history forever.